Hey Walter, where are you today?
Yes, I'm coming to you live from the spaceship. No, I just thought it would be cool to switch it up, Hugh, and give myself a. I actually didn't know this was possible. For those of you watching the video here on YouTube, apparently on Zoom you can change your background. So I'm up with the times, and I have now decided to go into outer space.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Walter here, and you're at the Think Profit podcast, where we're going to help you develop a rock-solid trading confidence and avoid the potentially endless cycle of system switching. Right, Hugh?
That's right. We're going to help you develop a wealth mindset, develop a trading strategy that fits your core personality, and help you overcome the obstacles that stop over 90% of traders.
All right, Hugh, sounds good. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. So today's question, I think, is do you think anyone can succeed at trading?
Anyone can succeed at trading. I guess I'd have to say no. I want to say yes, but I guess I have to say no because it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like the question, can everybody walk? And the answer, unfortunately, is no. Some people won't walk. Mm-hmm. Some people have issues, physical issues, and they're born into bodies that don't allow them to walk. So yeah, I'd have to say no. And so we know about the turtle experiment, which was basically the core of this issue, which is one guy, William Eckhart, said, some people are either born with trading skills or they're not. Mm-hmm. And Richard Dennis said, no, you can teach anyone. Even then, they filtered people out. So they only took people that they thought would be good students. Yeah. And even then, they did have at least one student that I'm aware of who didn't do well. So
I think quite a few of them kind of blew out at some point, right?
Did they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I wasn't aware of that. Yeah. Okay. So now that doesn't mean that those people couldn't trade. It just means, like I've blown out too a few times. You know what I mean? Like, so I think I want to say yes, that if you stick with it long enough, if you do the right things, if you go through the right process, you can do it, you can make it work. However, I do believe that there are some people, just like there are some people who are born with, actually, I'll put in the show notes. I was fascinated by this. My son and I found on YouTube this group of people. I don't know if they're on an island or something. It was fascinating. So what they call them, like the missing link. So you know how they say that we evolved from like shrews. The shrew turned into like an ape or whatever, or orangutan or whatever. And we ended up, well, these people, they're people. They look like people. They actually have clothes. I don't know where they get their clothes from because they seem like they're totally isolated. They walk on all fours. So they don't actually stand up. Okay. And so all these scientists are like, oh my God, we found like this kind of like this missing link between when we were like sort of ape-like or like, monkey-like, primate-like, and then human-like, where we decided to stand up. And these people, and it's so weird, like you see this grandma, and she's like walking around, and they're walking around on all fours on the beach, right? What do you say about those people? Are they genetically predisposed to be unable to walk on two legs? I guess so, because their brain is set up, that's how they move. Their locomotion is walking on all fours. So I would say that there are some people that have impulse issues, basically gambling/addiction issues, and they will not stick to the risk rules. They will not stick to the rules of the system, and it'll be extremely difficult for them to actually adopt profitable trading habits. So I would have to say no, not everyone can. My hope is that everyone can, but my belief is, if you really look at truthfully, there are some people that they won't buckle down and they won't follow the rules that will lead to profits. So yeah, what do you think? What do you say?
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Tricky. It's tricky.
I think if you take it with the caveat of the person has a normal functioning brain or normal cognitive abilities, whatever normal is, I believe that everybody can, but not everybody has the desire nor the perseverance. And like you said, some people have these demons, right? Like these addictions, these whatever they're working on. And I think that if you can overcome those things, I think then you can become a trader for sure. But I think, they really hold you back. But so ultimately, I think if you can overcome everything and you have enough, you stick to it long enough, you have enough will, you really want this. And I think most people can make it happen. But not everyone, I think, can become a trader, and nor should everybody, want to become a trader, because maybe you're better at basket weaving or, something else. So I think you should do whatever feels good to you.
Hey there, I hope you're finding this episode useful. I just wanted to let you know that Walter and I give away something valuable every month that helps traders improve their skills. You can enter to win by simply leaving an iTunes review and leaving a comment on our YouTube videos. At the end of each month, we'll look at the comments and reviews from the month, and we'll pick a winner at random. Each comment and each review counts for one entry during the month that it's submitted. So if you're interested in that, be sure to enter after this podcast is over. All right, back to the episode.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of things in life. You'll know, like, you know who your friends are, who the people are that you get along with, and you know the people, like, you almost know immediately whether or not you'll want to see, like, if you meet someone at a party or something, be like, you'll know, like, oh, that, you know, she's pretty cool or he's pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind hanging out with him or whatever. And it's the same thing with like trading. You know, after a while, you'll figure out, like, okay, this just isn't me. Maybe I should go sell adult toys on Amazon or whatever. Like, maybe this is not my path to, you know what I mean? Like, this is not my way to do it. What I found is that a lot of people who are attracted to trading, they kind of like the idea of the markets and they like the idea of trading, and they get into it. There are some people who are attracted to trading just like they were attracted to selling stuff on Amazon, or, you know, just like they were attracted to flipping houses or selling Herbalife or whatever. It's just kind of another vehicle. Mm-hmm. And that's cool too. But I feel like those people, and I don't have any data to support this, but I just have a sense that they're more likely to give up. You know, mm-hmm. like they're not the type of person that would stick with it. That's just my intuition. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know.
I think there's two sides to that. You could also say that they're just trying different things out, and then they, you know, settle on the one that maybe works for them or whatever. But I'm kind of with you too. I've seen more people jump from thing to thing to thing, and then just finally give up and go to their job. So I think Yeah, totally. Yeah. Like, you know, you get those people, like I run into those people, like they're like, oh, I'm going to be a blogger, you know, and then you see them again, like, oh, I'm going to do Amazon, or, oh, I'm going to do no money down housing, or I'm going to rent out Airbnbs, or, you know, like there's all these things, you know, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do, you know, whatever it is. Oh, I'm going to try Forex robots now. Okay. Now I'm going to, you know, do options. Now I'm going to, you know, and you're just like, okay, cool. Like, just, you know, they're trying it out. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on. They're trying to, like, you know, I did that when I was younger. I was like I was really interested in religions. And I'm like, okay, you know, I've only been exposed to a really limited amount, like in terms of the world religions, like in the way I was growing up. So I was like, when I went to university, I studied religions. I got like a minor degree in religions, because I was like, okay, what is Hinduism? What is Buddhism? What is Zoroastrianism? Like, what is all this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was really cool, like, to figure it out, because I was in that stage. And I think people get that way too. You know, society in a way kind of encourages us to not necessarily settle on an occupation. Yeah. And, you know, that was different, I think, for our grandparents, where they were almost like born into a thing. You know, they kind of knew based on their family, what their family did, what they were going to end up doing. Working on the farm, like both my grandparents, they were born on a farm, working on a farm, like that was their thing. And so, so I think today we have a lot of flexibility in terms of finding what our occupation. And they even tell you in college. I remember in college they said to my mom, son or daughter is probably not going to get a job in his or her degree. Mm-hmm. You know, They also told her that it was going to take 6 years to graduate, which I think is like setting up for, you got to keep paying. You know, you got to keep paying. Yeah, which wasn't true. It took me 2.5 years to get out, but they said it was going to be 6. So, you know what I mean? It's funny how they do that, like kind of set the expectations. And so I think in a lot of ways, because there's so much information available to us, we get to try different things out and see and taste it and see if, okay, this is for me or this isn't. And so in that way, it's pretty cool. I think it's cool that more people are trying trading. And from a selfish point of view, we use those newbies, like those are the people that we get our profits from. The newbies coming into the system who don't know what they're doing, we can, like, those are the easy prey, right? Like, that's how we can pull our profits out as retail traders from that group. That's where we're getting our money from. So, and they learn a lesson. You know, you either learn your lesson and get better at this, or you move on to the next thing. So yeah, it sounds a little harsh, but like it's kind of like a fraternity or whatever. Like if you can overcome the initiation, then you're in, right? And similar thing in most any profession.
Yeah, like sports. Think about sports. I was thinking about this. All the kids, the 6-year-old kids that play soccer, and then how many people are playing soccer at age 26? You know, it just totally filters it out. Yeah, it's like that in everything. You're absolutely right. Everything in life, you know. In the end, the cream rises to the top, and that's it. That's just the way.
So just find the place where you're the cream, right? I guess
exactly. Yeah. Where that is the take-home message. Find out where you're the cream, and then go for it, and then rise. Yeah, that's right.
All right, cool. Thanks, Walter.
See ya.
All information in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and is not trading or investment advice.